everyone, recording another daily today with 8-rack. Let's check out our opener. Yeah, I think this is good enough. The Dakmore slows me down a bit, but it'll do. Hard to say if this is a great or terrible hand versus Affinity. Oh, this just got quite a bit better, so excuse me. See what you got. That will do very nicely. Yes. So I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I can if he drops anything, which he does, I can go Grime Affliction next turn, then Rack next turn. Wrench Mine Rack even, possibly. So don't really want to play this and help out his cranial plating, but yeah. So he kept like a fairly weak hand as far as Affinity goes. It's not the worst, but I'm sure he would like a lot better. The Ravager, if he'd gotten to keep that, that would have made him considerably stronger, but still not amazing. I guess he would have went in on the Ink Moth plan. So let's... No, not Crime. Hold on. Let's just drop the Rack and the Dakmore, I guess. Because I think he just has... No, he does have a mystery card in hand. Let's see. Glimmer Void, no, they're both gone, so he does have something. I think I could drop the Dakmore or like pitch it to Crime and be safe, but actually, what am I thinking? Pitch the Airborg, of course. Sure. Now, do I pitch the Dakmore or not? 36. Certainly debatable. Because I would love to keep this loop going, but at the same time, if I drop a bridge, or if I pull a bridge or a Lily, that I may not necessarily be able to play it. I'm going to play it, partly because I have these two, which are not super effective right now, but they are effective. They do the job. They should be able to get the job done. Ooh, that blast hurts. So you can do what, 2 a turn? So I'm on a 4-turn clock. He's taking 6. He's on a 2-turn clock. So for now I have him raced. See if he keeps up. Pretty excited to try the new Affinity plan. Bile Blight and Dark Blast. See if that works out. Yep, easy. pithing needle as well. I love this new versatility. Let's bring in 2 blasts, take it for a wrench mind, 2 needle, 2 blade. Just making sure there's nothing else. Tempting to bring in this guy even, but it's a mistake, I think. I think duress is new from over yesterday. I don't think I had that on there, and to be honest, it's kind of just a placeholder. I don't think I really like it. I didn't really know what else to put in there. Like I said, sideboard is still a work in progress, but it's pretty close to where it should be. Oh, and Nixith did, of course. Yeah, I'm trying this out today. We'll see how it goes. So that looks good. Just double checking here to make sure there's nothing else I want. Yep, seems good. This looks great. He mills to 6, so that's not bad. If he has an extremely fast hand, this could be not great. Depending on if pithing needle affects, you know, what he's relying on the most. Because against Affinity, you always want a rack in play, or in your hand, in your opener. Preferably 2. That can just seal the deal sometimes. Same against Burn. Anything that dumps its hand. So let's go in position. Oh, this is great. See, I 2-for-1 him with the needle. It's excellent. So I guess we'll just get the champion then, I suppose. I think it's my first time trying needle against Affinity, or at least it's been ages. Really liking it so far. Something I didn't mention again in the video yesterday is that it can name man lands as well. That can be very useful. So right now we can get rid of his other plating. Do I want to name any of these? I don't think so, but I like to make sure. As you might have seen once or twice yesterday, I have a habit of misplaying a bit. Sometimes I rush myself a little bit, and so I try to force myself to slow down a bit and evaluate all the options, even if those options seem clearly, you know, probably not correct. I try to evaluate them anyway. So just promotes good habits, or dissuades my bad habits at least. So yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's drop that cranial plating and make him super sad. Now he's basically got he's got 2 poison coming every turn, which is definitely a threat. You know, it's probably better than 3, 4, 5, whatever regular damage coming at me. Excellent. Just what I need. Yep, so we will swing with this. So we're doing 5 a turn, that's quite good. He may block, I don't know. Liking this a lot right now. Very versatile. Against Affinity names so many things. I think part of the reason the deck succeeds so well is most people don't run Pithing Needle. As far as I can tell. So he's got me on a 2, 4, 6, 3-turn clock. And I have him on a 3-turn clock, but I have the slaughter pack now, so I can totally take that out, and that'll be excellent. I'll keep these lands in hand in case he starts stockpiling things. He probably won't, but you never know. I do wish this was like a victim or something, but actually I might 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a swamp because I'm gonna have to pay for pact next turn, and I'm also gonna want to keep swinging with the Mutavault. So he keeps dropping things. I'm not sure that you should do that. I would just probably I don't know. There's pros and cons. Because I mean, if I have removal, then you know he's gonna want these things to do damage. So maybe not incorrect. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's destroy this. Keep swinging. And he can't block with this, so that's good. Not that he would choose to necessarily, but great. So now he has to block. I guess he didn't have... I don't know that I would have conceded there necessarily. No, probably. Anyway, nice and quick game. 14 minutes. I've completed games in quicker time, but not too much quicker. Yeah, so I'll talk very, very briefly about the small tweaks I made to the sideboard. Main board is exactly the same. Sideboard is the same except for this duress, which, like I said, is really just a placeholder. It's in my mind right now. It's there just for burn. I take out a Thoughtseize and bring in a duress, which is not. It's a wasted sideboard slot, really. I don't really like it. I don't know what I would bring this in for and what I would take out versus any other decks. Like what? I don't know. Excuse me. You know, there certainly might be, but none comes to mind right now, so I don't know. The pack rat is still there tentatively. I was thinking about actually in regards to yesterday and not bringing in a pack rat versus junk. I may take out a slaughter pact and bring in a pack rat, and that's mainly because yeah, we like a lot of removal against junk, but this misses some of their key creatures like Rhino and Bob. There may be others. I think that may be it though. So those are, you know, probably our biggest targets. Scavenging Ooze is pretty huge too. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of taking this out and bringing this in, because Rat is great against junk, of course, and it seems more reliable than Pact. So, I don't know. It's kind of debatable. Full removal is great. It's free. It still does hit a lot of creatures, so I don't know. You can make a case for that. But for now, if I face junk today, I will probably be trying that, taking that out, putting that in. Because as you saw yesterday, Rat was amazing against them. I think I would like it even more as a 3-of, but we'll see. Maybe 2 is enough. And of course, this is for Jeskai, Control, and possibly other decks. Tron. So for now, we're sticking a Pack Rat in the side, keeping it there for now. I do kind of like it. I may change my mind. And of course, the major change, let me get a close-up on this, is Nixithid, which again comes from the red-black tournament winning list from Pete Casella, who has joined us in the MTGS forums, by the way. I stalked him a little bit, found him on Twitter, and told him about the primer and asked if he'd like to, you know, come share some thoughts on his deck at the tournament and just the archetype in general. And he was happy to do that, so that's cool. So some pretty productive discussion going on right now, I think, regarding that list. Anyway, yeah, Nixithid comes from that list, and I kind of like it in the sideboard. I think most people agree it's not suited for the main board. At least in this control-y version. You know, the red-black version is more aggressive and less controlling. So it works better there, but it's still not necessarily what we should be doing. I don't know. That's the debate right now, so. But anyway, in this control-y version, I kind of like it in the sideboard. If only for burn, I may try it against other decks, like Zoo. The fact it gets hit by Path is, you know, a huge downside. But then, I mean, if we keep in Bridge, like versus Zoo, I mean, that gets hit by Revelry, and we take damage from that, and we don't get a land. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's some room for debate there. Maybe that you could make a case for bringing in Nixithid versus Zoo. I don't know. Maybe it's terrible. Again, if you think it's awful and I'm bad at Magic, tell me. Some ideas are a little out there, but I like trying things that are a little out there. Maybe they're a little crazy. Maybe 9 times out of 10 they fail. But sometimes that 1 in 10 is, you know, what pushes the deck way forward. So, not that this is necessarily that, but who knows. Anyway, I like it against burn, because it's basically impossible for them to kill almost all the time. It blocks everything they have, and in those critical turns, like we saw yesterday in the daily, you know, it can end the game in 1 turn sometimes, as opposed to, you know, you don't have to wait that extra turn for them to talk deck that bolt, or 2 turns or whatever. You can just smash their face once or twice and bam, game's over. And it holds off their creatures in the meantime, so I feel like this could be a sweet card against burn. It doesn't have the problems Leyline has. It doesn't have the upsides Leyline has either. You know, it doesn't shut off all of their removal, but at the same time, like I said, Leyline is a lot of burn lists are running artifact destruction and enchantment destruction, and you know, they can take out Leyline. They're prepared for it. Not all of them, but enough percentage of them that it makes me reconsider using Leyline. So in the meantime, I'm looking for something else in those slots. Right now my plan is take a 4 bridge, bring in 3 Nixithid, 1 Siphon Life. So I do kind of like that idea. Maybe I'll even switch to 4 Nixithid, I don't know. But Siphon Life might be used against other decks too, so it's same with the Blight Dark Blast plan. It's nice to have like a little versatility. It's possible I could bring this in versus other stuff, so. But maybe I'll switch to 4, who knows? Or maybe I'll ditch it altogether. Anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. This is open. The sideboard is pretty open right now. I would say the Duress and Nyx of Theta are very much up in the air. The other stuff is pretty solid. I was quite happy with Siphon Life yesterday, so for now it's staying. I may ditch it eventually, but if I like it right now. So this I'm not sure about. This I'm not. I just flat out hate this. Who am I kidding? So, I mean, I love the card, but there's nothing I want to take out in any matchup as far as I can tell to put this in. So it's a waste of space. So that's the current status on the sideboard. I did end up talking a bit longer than I expected. So apologies. Anyway, back for round 2 shortly. Hello everyone, we're back for round 2. This is a very sketchy opener. Against like a creature heavy deck, it's excellent. Against something like, say, Scapeshift, it's probably a loss. But most decks are creature heavy, so I'm thinking I'll keep it. Bit sketchy, but let's try. Pretty bad against, well, not terrible against burn, but yeah, I'm feeling like a mono black control deck right now. Like a traditional mono black control deck. Sometimes some games play out like that. So I think it's fine to drop an Affliction probably. I want to keep this, keep my hand count as low as possible for bridge. And if he drops a creature I really need to get rid of, yeah, I can do it next turn. I have no idea what he's on. Possibly black-white tokens, but he hasn't done anything for 2 turns, so I'm not sure. That seems strange. Nope. Esper control. That would be my guess. This looks like Esper control. Oh dear. That's pretty bad right now, though. Depends what else he has, I suppose. He might just, I predict a mana leak. Called it. That's one of the things about playing a ton of Modern, and especially 8-Rec, when you get to know people's decks more intimately than with other decks. You get develop kind of a sixth sense about what they have in their hand. There's a lot of situations like that where I guess what they're going to play or what they have in hand, and I feel like 90% of the time it's accurate. To keep this in hand or not keep this in hand? I'm going to keep it again. I tend to play drop lands aggressively, semi-aggressively. I may never pull a crime this whole game, you know, so I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Gifts. This is rough. Let's check out the sideboard. Definitely Extraction coming in. Blood Baron. Oh, he's a vampire, so I can't kill him. I wonder if he did that on purpose. I have to imagine that he did. Oh, God, so dirty. Oh, God. Every now and then, victim screws you. I mean, how often do you see Blood Baron? That's insane. Oh wait, and he has Pro Black anyway, actually, so I guess it doesn't matter. Lifelink. So he's a 4/4 lifelink, basically. Well, with Pro Black. Tassiger. That's pretty nasty too. So let's get rid of the Tassiger. It's frustrating. Actually, I guess in this meta, this seems like a very smart choice against junk. You've got paths and abrupt decays and dismembers going all around. I'm gonna keep this. You basically want 5 lands on hand. You know, you want to be ready with 5 lands. So like if I draw Pack Rat, I can play this, play my 3rd land, and start going crazy. So yeah, for now I'll keep that. Although, shit, I should have thought about Bridge. If I draw a Bridge, then he can still swing with that. If I'm not mistaken. And Bridge is really what I need, so yeah, I should have dropped that. No, he can't swing actually, because I would draw the Bridge, play this, play the thing, I would have 3 cards in hand, so still okay. You take that victim, buddy. Not super concerned. So I guess we'll keep going on like we're going. It could get turned around quite easily by a Bridge if he doesn't, you know, pull an answer for it. That if he has another land, which I believe he does, or no, he doesn't. But he's quite likely to have one. So I have a victim though, so that's something. Yeah, but I'm most likely just toast. This Blood Baron is insane against me. I certainly imagine he'll be keeping it. That's a very clever choice. So kudos to him. I guess he didn't pull land, or maybe he's just stockpiling his hand, which would be smart. And here's the Bridge, possibly to be met by a mana leak. But that wouldn't matter, so. If it's a cryptic command though, it's likely as well. Nope. So this could buy me a lot of time. He has 2 lilies and a path in hand, so that's 3 of his cards. And the other 3, I don't know. Now I'm guessing that he's going to try to blow up the Bridge. Since I don't have a lot of discard, this is a viable plan, for sure. But, on the other hand, if I pull like even 1 piece of discard, like a Wrench Mine, that could wreck him. And then I could kill the Lily, so. Let's see. I'm like, a very small part of me is considering playing around weird stuff like Boomerang, but I don't think so. I think it's better to hold on to the lands for crime. Oh, here's the tar pit, so I'm gonna have to start dropping lands. kill it with victims, so, but I would still prefer to hold it off with bridge, I think. Oh, actually, he's helped me out, so appreciate that, friend. God, just endless lands. There are games where I wish I had 22. Yeah, I can't take the chance, I guess, with Victim either. He could have, I don't know, Cryptic Command or something. What does he need? 4 or 8 mana? Okay, so he can't, I don't know, but he might have some crazy counterspell. So, I think I'm gonna drop the land. Bless me, sorry about that. Should maybe discard the victim if he +1s. It's debatable. I think the victim seems like the safer play. So he's digging for answers, clearly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the victim, because the thing is, if he gets rid of this bridge, I'm just toast anyway. This victim is not gonna save me. And this might close out the game. So that's what we shall do. Oh god. So he's just gonna, I imagine he'll -6 and just swing, and that's it. So, but just in case he decides to +1 and buy another turn. So this is somewhat of a tough matchup, seems like. It's been a long time since I played against Esper Control. I feel like I've only played against it once or twice. Choose a pile to sacrifice. Well, that's another thing too. I can still, I have 2 lands in hand, and I could save this bridge. So if I don't choose the pile, then he just swings and I die. So let's sacrifice this. So, we're in an awful spot, of course. Oh, now he's going to swing with the 2. Ah, jeez. See, things like that are very difficult to play around, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just not pro enough. So, the victims, I don't know what creatures he's running, it's difficult, but I am very tempted to take out all of this. Well, I will definitely take out a Pact and bring the Bioblight. I'm really tempted to take out victims too, based on what I know of gifts targets. Extractions, definitely. Bridge seems very important. I would like another pack rat. Suppose I don't need it, so I might ditch that. So we might have to go to like 2 extractions, 2 rats. Or possibly, like, I mean, blight is for souls. I kind of like the idea of just ignoring souls and going all in with pack rat, for example. That seems viable too. So these seem very important. It seems like, you know, much more likely that he's going to win with gifts targets and whatnot, or Hardcast Blood Baron or something, than like souls. Not that souls can't be a pain in the ass, but yeah. So now let's try this. Doesn't work out, we'll bring in some Bile Blights, I suppose. I'd like to play first. Yes. I was worried there for a second, I thought that was just one land. This is excellent. Pretty much the perfect hand. He mulls to 6, so we have a fair shot. Negate is probably the way to go. Surprised he left it pass. Maybe he knows about Pack Rat, I don't know. Yeah, negate seems to be the way to go. So I can, I can land all these things. The rest of his hand's quite useless, actually, to be honest. There's two ways to go with this hand. You can go Inquisition and say grab a Lily and then Raven's Crime. But the thing against control decks is that you kind of want to say, like if you have a Wrench Mind, this is one spell. You want to cast this when you're guaranteed to be able to cast it, or almost guaranteed. Whereas, like if I have two spells that do the same thing as this, then it's better to save them for turns where they are more likely to counter, like when he has 2 mana up. And I don't care a ton about what's in his hand right now, so I'm inclined to do that. So let's Wrench Mind. He could Spell Snare, of course, but that's fine. That's also fine. Also, that makes this a little better, potentially, you know. Oh yeah, he's just in a shit spot. I do need a win con though. Man, a third land desperately. If I draw a third land and just start lilying every turn, he most likely loses. That's against control decks. Dropping a lily alone can be game. Yep, especially if it's early enough and you have their hand down enough. They can't dig themselves out of it, because like one of the best ways for them to dig themselves out is to cast something like Sphinx's Revelation. Shit. But they can't do that in situations like this because their land count is so low and they can't keep playing land, really. Let's do that, I suppose. God, I need a third land. So he could win this just because of lands alone. See, last game I felt like I had too many land. This one I feel like I don't have enough. That's a mild pain in the ass. What to do? I dropped a second. I don't think I do. I think, I wait for him to get yeah. In almost all situations, if you have a second Pack Rat, you have one on the board, one in your hand, just keep that one in your hand. If they, because you can copy this, once you have 3 lands. Oh my god, this is agonizing. God damn it. This is magic, folks. Thank you, baby Jesus. Now the question is, Lily, or just go all in on Pack Rat? I'm inclined to Lily. I think Lily, but he could counter too, so he could gifts right now. He could do a lot of things. I don't know. Yeah, I'm leaning toward the rat just because of counterspells. If you would choose the lily, let me know. Tell me why. Please don't gifts. He's giftsing. I mean, the other line of reasoning is that... Oh, shit. That will do stuff. What is this? 7/7. Shit. That's a 3-turn clock, and I can't make rat big enough to swing through both of these, so I think he just has me. If I played Lily, it wouldn't have made a difference either, but... Didn't see any extractions. Not that that would have made a difference either. God, guess this is very frustrating. Pretty bad matchup for us, I think. Let's discard a bridge. I mean, I can drop a bridge, but that, I don't think that gives me a win con. Besides mill. Because I definitely don't want this to attack. That's bad. So, I think bridge. Cause yeah, I don't think I can make this do enough damage in 3 turns. I think the clock is something like, I think it's 4 or 5 at the absolute minimum. And if he just swings with this, and he also has the tar pit, so shit, he can still swing with the tar pit. So he'll probably be able to swing with that no matter what. Anyway, but that'll hold off this for now. And I can keep discarding with rat actually, so I can get rid of these. So that's good. But yeah, right now I think my only win con is a mill. Because the way, unless he starts playing stupid and discarding too many things. That's a rack. Do I drop the second bridge in the rack, or do I play the rack and discard? I think the second bridge, actually. This is a very strange game. That's fine. Possibly I should have played the bridge first, I don't know. Maybe I want the rack out. But I feel like it's so easy to play around for him right now, so... It really does feel like mill is a more viable win con. I would like another land so I can... 2 more lands even so I can do this twice a turn. So he is drawing cards. I imagine he's not thinking about mill as a win con. Like, he could have plenty of answers to bridge, I don't know, but I'm playing to my outs as best I can. She does nothing, so 1, 2, 3. I guess, like, should I play this or should I keep it for? I should probably keep it for if I draw another swamp, and then I can double discard. That's what I'm thinking, because it's not like I can go down to 2 cards right now. That doesn't help against those. It does help against that though. So I don't know, but I'm inclined to save it. So, oh, can I really attack? Not that it does anything. Yeah. Iona holding down the fort. I suppose it's possible I could build up enough guys and swing for an alpha strike. Seems unlikely though. I'm pretty sure he has this race right now, especially with the tar pit. Oh, now he's got this. Even better. Well, I guess he's not gonna be able to swing with this. So. Not going to concede just yet. Another swamp? No. I can get down to 1 cards right now, but not quite enough, of course. So these could swing for 20 right now. But he could block 2. So I could get in 10 damage, so now is definitely not the turn, but something to keep in mind. Possibly next turn. Or should I just be swinging every turn anyway? I'm not losing a ton. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe Alpha Strike is not the way to go. Maybe make it a bit more grindy. I don't know. Yeah, this Gifts is probably gonna... If I had to bet, I would say it's getting rid of this. Both of these. Nope. Looks like he's a lot less toolboxy than one of the Gifts lists I've seen. I like this style more, personally. A lot more synergistic instead of, you know, just putting 2 piles of random utility cards or whatever. Okay. Seems clear. So I guess he wants to get himself at a rack range while increasing the clock, which does work well. Yeah, I think Alpha Strike is still probably the way to go, actually. He could have killed 2 of my guys last turn, if I'm not mistaken. No, or just 1. Maybe not. I don't know. So I probably should have played the Airborne last turn, I guess. And these can't attack now, actually, so that's a bummer. Fuck. that's the game. That was pretty terrible. Yeah, I can get down to one card and that's it. Yep, Gifts is pretty terrible, but it was also, I made some mistakes, but I feel like they were somewhat minor. Like, I probably should have swung with the rats when I could have. Just to get any damage in, but I don't think it would have mattered. There might have been some other small misplays, but Gifts is just, it's pretty difficult in general. I mean, if you pull Extraction, I think it can be a lot easier. You have to, basically, I think you have to get Gifts and Extraction, or you know, have to get Gifts with Thoughtseize, yeah, and then extract it. Or when he plays it, extract it as he plays it, so he only gets a one-time. Only gets to use it once, and then it's not so devastating. And then you know, lock down the board with Bridge. But that's what I find happens a lot of the time, is I don't get the right cards at the right time. And then he's just too fast. Gifts just comes out of nowhere, it's hard to play around. And then he, you know, locks you out with Iona, or just beats the crap out of you with Blood Baron. It's pretty tough. If you guys have any ideas on how you would play that matchup differently, or ideas on the matchup in general, anything like that, let me know. It's not, you know, it's not a very common match, so I'm not too concerned. I don't think I'm gonna like change my deck around it, you know, based on that match or anything like that. And Extraction is one of the best cards against them, so you know, we're not in horrible shape. Blight probably should have kept that in, since Bridge is like our best card against them, really. I might have taken out Rat for Blight, because it's, you know, they're not really like a controlled deck, you know. They're more like a combo deck with a few counterspells as backup. And I think what I was doing was I left in the Rats because I was playing it against it like a control deck, like they were a control deck, when I should have been playing more the control role with Vital Blight. That would have been great against Lingering Souls. So I think, yeah, the plan is just to lock them out with Bridge and Extraction and Blight. So that's probably how I would have played that. You saw there, I mean, Rat didn't do much. It could, like, at the right time, but it seems more reliable to take that. But I don't know. Maybe I would have taken that and would have seen no souls, and Pack Rat would have stolen the game. So I don't know. It's tough to say, but I'm inclined toward Blight. Yep. So that's round 2. No 4-0 for us today, but maybe we can pull off 3-1. See you guys in round 3. Hello everyone. We're here at in round 4. Let's see if we can pull off another tournament win. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, this is a great hand. Feeling more confident in this list as time goes on. As I mentioned before, I feel like I'm getting a higher percentage. Fuck! Higher percentage of solid hands like this than I used to. Anyway, so much for the little high there I was riding on. There goes Smiter. I do have Victim, so actually it's not horrible. It's, yeah, it's just a Vexing Devil, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Right. I guess he's playing Doran, a weird Doran deck. I mean, I guess Smiter, despite not being a tree folk, is great in this meta. I guess I just take out the Smiter and wrench mine next turn. I don't really want to help him with the Urborg, so he just showed me black mana, so yep, let's do that. I don't think there's a reason to do it this turn. I'm not. Maybe he has something crazy. These things are pretty crazy, so. But. Oh, fuck. Victim in response, so he doesn't get a token. Excuse me. I didn't expect to see this card again. I hate that card. So. Kinda wish I'd have worked, but. I may ditch my Mutavault. I think I'm gonna have to. Fuck! Man. Die. He's just got all the stuff that I hate at the moment. Wrench mine is a real liability sometimes. Pain in my ass. God, this is bad. He just has everything that I don't want him to have. Also, this is a really weird list. Pride Mage. He may not. I'm thinking to the Pride Mage. Yeah, that seems right. Because the Thoughtseize he may not use to keep this, you know, out of range. I mean, I probably wouldn't, but. So let's do that. And if he uses it, whatever. He takes 2 life, and then he's taking damage from this for longer. So I'm doing 3 a turn. He's doing 4. There you go. But now I do have him on quite a clock right now. Hopefully it's not another Smiter. Sometimes you have to take the chance. You know, if I don't do that, I'm probably going to lose anyway, so. I'm doing 4 a turn, I'm doing 3. Mutavault wouldn't do shit in this situation, so I don't feel bad about ditching it. That's very nice to see. I could get him. If I pull a land or pretty much any discard spell, I got it. Actually, no, you know what? I'm not necessarily dead. I'm gonna give him a shitload of tokens next turn. But what I'm gonna... No, he can already do 2. I thought I was at higher than 2, sorry. My plan would have been to, when he attacks, kill one of them, so that way only 2 damage gets through. And yeah, he has a bunch more creatures now, but it saves me a turn, so that's that. So some janky junk deck that happens to be really good against me. So Wrench Mind is pretty annoying, but I feel like I have to keep it. Kind of want to take Nixithid, but probably not worth it. Blight seems great. But I don't know what to take out for it. Probably won't be able to use it. I need to be able to deal with smiters. Would be nice though for like birds and voice tokens, things like that. It's not that good against voice tokens, I guess. I mean, because ideally I don't want to make the token in the first place. Kind of want 3 rats, but I'm thinking just leave it. Kind of want another rat, if only to, you know, he's got some artifact destruction. But let's leave it. First. Yes. It's pretty rough. I've got to hold on to this until I can play bridge, so this has come down turn 4. That's pretty bad. It's keepable though. It'll have to do. I've got removal, I've got a jump blocker. Hopefully I can buy me enough time, and hopefully he doesn't have bridge removal. Well, there is the option of just wrench mining anyway. Like, is it worth it? Swing in turn 3. I'm gonna go with no. I'll let him dump his hand a bit, and then I wrench mine after the bridge. Then, you know, he should be very low on cards. Hopefully he can attack. If he can, then I've got this and this to help out a bit. Ah, shit. Not very good. Take the bridge. Excuse me. Now I kind of want to wrench mine. Come on, man. It's not a hard choice. Although, I mean, if he has artifact removal, then maybe he's better off with this or this. It's going to be frustrating if I lose the last round to this kind of janky deck. He really took the wrench mine, so I'm guessing he has artifact destruction. There's another one. Excellent. Hopefully he doesn't have another Inquisition or something. That's another thing you might have. You might have an Inquisition or Thoughtseize to... So, sometimes 2 bridges is all you need against decks like this. They never pulled that second piece of removal. Sometimes I even welcome 3. Seems like he has 2 field lands in his deck if he's using this to tutor. Unless he's using it for fixing / defense, I guess, but it seems pretty mediocre. He doesn't have the Thoughtseize, so I should be able to play this next turn. Even if he blows it up, I should be in decent shape. I do need some discard though, I need to start putting on some pressure. Yep. So here's the well, he can do 8 next turn, that is insane, so I don't really want to waste the turn. Playing another bridge. Oh shit, all his guys can get past bridge if he has Doran out. But I have Slaughter Pact. Right. But it's non-black, so that doesn't... Fuck. This is very frustrating. I need a victim, or I just die. I can actually... Here's a play. I can pack this, which I really don't want to, and then lily that. I think that might be my best course right now. Because I don't think I can afford to take 8. The alternate plan would be to bridge, and just take it until next turn, but his guys get around this, so that's not a plan. So I think, yeah, packed is my only recourse. So this is pretty good, actually. Ooh, close one. He had me very worried. This wastes next turn, unfortunately, but such is life. Man, that guy's a pain in the ass against bridge. He's like the ultimate fuck you to bridge. Never mind Ornithopter and Noble Hierarch. It's another thing I don't miss about Pod, losing games to Noble Hierarch. 12 turns of Hierarch beats. I'm glad you're not a Doran. One of the plus sides of Magic Online is you never forget your pack triggers. Although you can misclick, I guess. Suppose he's gonna kill my Lily. Shit. Wish I had another pact right now. Affliction seems like the obvious choice. Yeah, I really wish he wasn't gonna kill my Lily, but such is life. It was worth it to get rid of that 8 damage. That was nasty. So I think that's fine. I kind of want to take I kind of want to drop bridge. It's like with junk, I mean, does he have more artifact removal or discard? So far it seems like artifact removal, so kind of makes me want to Thoughtseize. I guess if he has the removal, I can just take it from his hand, which would make it better, actually. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, sweet Jesus. This guy's really laying it on thick. Pride Mage seems like the obvious choice. Ugh. What a dirtbag. At least now I know I'm screwed. Actually, I mean, I'm not screwed. All he has is this 2/2 thing. And his life is getting down there. If I can keep up the discard. Right now, I definitely want to race. He has too much removal for me to deal with that. Really glad I got rid of that Pride Mage. If he had played that turn, that would have been not so good. I don't want to waste that on it if I can kind of 2-for-1 him. And he would have gotten extra damage, so all kinds of reasons. Great. 3. Seems right. Fuck you, Smiter. So I still have a shot. The odds are not good though. I mean, even if I win this, yeah, whatever. So he has O-ring and some mystery card. That's not a good spot to be in. Hello, here we go. Here we go. O-ring. Actually, now we're doing good. I kind of want to swing with the Mutavault. I want to get in some damage. But it doesn't really, you know, I don't have a further clock, so it doesn't mean, I don't know, like I'm a little worried about him drawing an Inquisition. And it's only going to get to attack for 1 turn through the Siege Rhino, so I don't know. My instinct is bridge. So now we're doing work. Never mind. There's the Jesus Christ. Like, how many pieces of artifact removal can you have? I think I have to take it out. We can race though, at least. Fuck off. Pardon my language. I'm getting a bit salty. And he shouldn't. No, he should have played the land, I guess, because he's gonna drain, so it's gonna negate the damage. So unless I draw a 3rd bridge, I am dead. Most likely. I mean, removal works too. Well, actually, I might have it. Unless he has something to remove this, I think I have it. Yeah, because I can block this, and then he'll take 3. I should maybe double block. I mean, I don't... It's difficult to say. Like, he could have a removal spell. So I kind of want to, I think I want to double block. I don't want to sack this to this, because, no, I guess I'm trying to think of what he could have. I don't think there's anything he could have. I don't think it matters if I block this or not. So if I block it, I'm taking 2, and then he's swinging it for 4 next turn anyway. So I think I'll just double block the voice, just to be sure. How many pieces of removal did he have? Oh, so many. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like... I made it through an insane amount of removal. Even if I don't win. It's a testament, I think, to how powerful the race plan can be. See what you got. There we go. We got it. Die, die, die. Fuck you and all of your removal. Let's pray we can make it through game 3. I really, I don't know about bridge. I'm really tempted to take this in. It's so brutal how much he has. My only hesitation with it really is that he has Smiter, which, you know, like, Smiter is fine if you have bridge out, you know, but if I take a bridge, although, I mean, then the Nixithid can block, so let's do that. Let's try this guy out. this plan could very well work better. The question is, what else do I want? Pack rat seems good. Plate is decent. Pack rat seems better. Siphon Life is okay. I don't think it's great. Needle is okay against Pride Mage, but I don't care about the Pride Mage anymore. So let's try Pack rat. I think this is, you know, we go off the. He goes all in on his insane artifact removal plan, and then has a bunch of dead cards against me. So, like, imagine this main board against him last game. It would have had many dead cards, or mostly dead. I guess, I mean, he has Putrefy, which is interesting. But still, excellent hand. We may pull this off. Let's see what you got. I hate when that makes the window small like that. Interesting. I can't take the smiter. So it's between... So we don't need the Rhino for now. We can get it with the second Thoughtseize if need be. Don't care about birds. So it's between Pulse and Spellskite. I'm inclined towards Spellskite because it's a... hurts against Wrenchmine. Like, once he eventually plays his smiter, I would like to, yeah. But Maelstrom Pulse, and you know, it's protection. But Maelstrom Pulse hits my rack, which is a bit of a pain. But if I don't have it out, he'll probably discard it to Wrenchmine. So Spellskite seems right to me. If you would do differently, let me know. Or do I want to go like Pulse Rhino? Because I do want to get rid of that Rhino. I don't care about Spellskite a ton. Yeah, I think it's Skite and then Rhino. So let's do that. So I am okay with his hand. I'm really not too threatened. So he'll play Smiter next turn, and I will kill it. We need to get rid of that Rhino. The question is, do I drop the rack? I don't think so. No. Because I'm going to try to get rid of that Pulse before I drop it. So, solid plan. Let's hope it works out. Drop your Smiter. Thank you. See, if you play around it like this, it can be a bad card, frankly. So... what does he have in hand? Pulse and Swamp? No, he already discarded that. I think it's a mystery card, right? Pulse, yeah, Pulse and a mystery card. So I could Wrenchmine and the rack and take 4. Or I could go Victim Rack. Or no, not rack. I want to leave both racks. I'm thinking Victim on this, and the next turn, Wrenchmine into 2 racks. That seems pretty great. So let's try that. I would like to save as much damage as possible. Shit. No, I played that right. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot about the Wildwood. That's not good, so I guess we have to take this out. Let's hurt his mana. So that's a bit rough. That does present a real clock. On the other hand, actually I'm not too worried about his mana. I should probably take this out. It's a faster clock, and also to use this he has to spend all of his mana. So I don't know, it's debatable. That's a 4-turn clock. This is a 6-turn clock actually, so and he has birds, and he's likely to have a land or draw another land if he wants to play something like Rhino. So my inclination is Smiter, so let's do Smiter. A very strange deck he's playing. I guess it's budget junk, and a lot of it looks good, but some of the choices are really questionable, like that Harbinger and Doran. It's budget Doran, I guess, but it seems like it'd be better just play budget junk. So yeah, we can double Wrench Mind. So now he has a 3-turn clock, and I have a 6-turn one, so not super worried about this right now. Excellent. And now I can play both my racks without worrying about the pulse. I mean, he might have another one, but for now we're safe. Some people might be tempted to save a rack to avoid being 2 for 1. But, I mean, I have to race right now as fast as possible. He's got me on a 5-turn clock, so... Also, he might not have another pulse. I don't think I saw 2 last game. And then, yeah. I mean, even if he doesn't play it, he might draw some discard, so... Excuse me. That's fine. Like I said, my rule of thumb is to usually wait until there are 2 cards in hand that I don't know about before I use something like this. Yep. So he's wisely, you know, doing this. He's basically what you want to do against 8 rack in this situation is hope. Oh, this is excellent. Is hope that they run out of discard, which does happen fairly often. But sometimes you hope that they do, and they don't. Yes. Oh, this is great. Really, really, really great. I think I got it. So he's taking 2 next turn no matter what. Yep, you keep doing that, sir. And I'm going to hurt his mana a bit. Probably doesn't matter much, but take all the advantages you can get. Yes. Another rack. Huh. Do I want to keep this? Because now I kind of do want to keep it for a pulse. I don't think I'm going to have to do a little math here. Here he's going to take 2, he's going to go down to 3. If I drop a 3rd one, he's going to take 3 and go down to 2. Let's see. He'll go down to 3. Whew. He'll go down to 3, and then let's say I make him discard 1 card next turn. Then he'll take 2 more, as opposed to, you know, it'll take an extra turn. So this is one of the situations where I think there's probably no clear choice. If it wasn't for pulse, I wouldn't care, but he could very well have a pulse, and then I'm just locked out. I think, I mean, I'm in a great position right now, so I think it's okay to hold this back. I would like a backup plan in case he blows. I mean, even one of these, well, yeah. Ravens, oh, this is amazing. Okay, great, great, great. That's Lily. Perfect. Oh shit, I could have killed him this turn. Or can I still do that? Actually, I can still do that. What am I talking about? So, discard the swamp, play the rack, take 3. Yeah, that's fine. Die, die, die. Die. Please die. That's it. 3-1. Excellent. Oh man, that guy worried me. Whew. Yeah, we did it again. I was pretty worried I was going to 2-2, which doesn't feel good. So there we go. Third win in or 4th win in 4 tries, so, for dailies. So I'm on a bit of a hot streak. Feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling very confident. I think it's partly that the deck is very well positioned right now. There's not too much that like really crushes us, you know? Like the hardest things are things like Junk, Burn, Twin, Rug Twin specifically, not Twin, Blue-Red Twin. But those are totally beatable. Like it's we're probably like between 40 and 60 win rate against those decks. Whereas like something like Tron or Treasure Cruise Delver, the win rate is more like 20% roughly. So we don't have to deal with any of that stuff anymore. Oh, and Pod as well. Geez, I'm trying to think of... Against Pod, I would estimate we have like a 30% win ratio. 30% sounds about right. So all those decks are... You know, the really bad matchups are gone, except for Tron. And Tron is fairly common right now. It's more common than I would like. It may die down, may very well die down. We'll see. The meta is still... We'll probably need another month or 2 or 3 before the meta really settles, so... but for right now, we're in a great position. Our biggest worry is Tron, basically. Other than that, I'm not extremely worried about anything. So, like, we're kind of in the position Jund and Junk are usually in, where they have like a 50-50 matchup against everything in the format. Or, you know, some matches are a little more favored than others, but they have a good chance, a fair chance against every deck, and that's how I kind of feel about this. Although some matches we are vastly favored against, so I'm not saying that we're necessarily better than Junk right now. I don't know if I'd go that far, but we are in a good spot. Another note is that I think in very unsettled metas, 8-Rec probably thrives very well. At least that's kind of how I've been feeling with these past few dailies. It doesn't feel like anything's too settled. Like I feel like there's a fair bit of burn and quite a bit of junk. But other than that, everything seems kind of up in the air. So I feel like people are, you know, kind of scrambling to find the optimal deck, the optimal list, whereas we're already prepared and we have a good or great game against almost everything. So I think that puts us in a prime position to win a bunch of dailies and possibly even some tournaments. Well, not even possibly. 8-Rec did win a tournament. Well, it didn't win a tournament, it top 16 anyway. Sorry. It did well. That was the top finish for the deck, like 16th place out of, I'm not sure how many players, I think it was 100 or 200 or something. It could have been a lot more, I'm not sure. But, you know, that's its best finish so far, so that's great news. And I think that's the unsettled meta thing is part of why. And just us being in a good position in general is why we're doing quite well right now, and I think we can continue to do well. When the meta settles, we'll see. It could be even better, or it could be a lot worse. I think in the worst case, we'll be as good as we were before Cruise came into the format, when, you know, we had to battle Pod and Tron on occasion. And I mean, I had a lower win ratio than I have lately, but you know, it was still a very viable deck. You could totally play it, and, you know, it could put up respectable results. Maybe not, you know, tournament winning results, but you could totally play it. It was nothing like during the Cruise meta where it's just like, God, like, really, do I really want to play this? My feeling was always that you're just handicapping yourself, which you can't afford to do in Modern. Like, there's lots of options you could put in to deal with Cruise. You can, you know, tweak some things around, try some different approaches, but doesn't, at the end of the day, you're still at a handicap, you know? You're fighting an uphill battle. That was my feeling, so I really just shelved the deck for a few months. I was probably 95% sure Cruz was going to get banned and possibly Dig. It was just way too broken. And I really completely disregarded what people who were defending the card were saying. It's just proof that a ton of Magic players really don't know what they're talking about. Cruz is just clearly ban-worthy. And I think most of the people that were defending it were the ones that wanted to keep playing it. So, but they probably wouldn't admit that to you. So, anyway, Cruz is gone. Cruz is dead. A-Rack is back. Long live A-Rack. Hello everyone, back for round 3. My opponent is mulled to 6, and I have a pretty decent hand. So we will snap keep. No precise discard, but sometimes you get a bunch of other sweet cards that make up for it, so. You should almost never play Immutable turn 1, by the way. In case you draw a removal spell or Wrench Mind for turn 2. The exception, of course, is if you have an Urborg in hand and don't mind playing it. Okay, so this is Twin. I guess it's Rug Twin. You might be playing a slightly budget version, I assume, if he's got the Harbors. I don't think they play those, and that's for budget reasons. Excuse me. Let's crime him. Hopefully Lily and Bridge can do enough work. This should be able to. I think the only way he can... Well... He may be able to sneak past Bridge before he can really do work. That is fine. But a lot of times against hands like this, I mean, unless he has a perfect opener, he's gonna have to fight his way through this stuff. So. So. I think Lily's the correct play. Reason being, I want him to have as few cards as possible. Against Twin, you want to assume that they had the combo in hand. So right now he would need to have a land, Pestermind or Deceiver, and Splinter Twin, which possibly he could have. If I +1 Lily, then he... then that's one more piece that he has to find, including the land. So, on the other hand, I mean, I could crime and then Rack Affliction, but I want to, like, spend all my mana right now. So that way I can dump my hand faster for Bridge. So I think that is correct. There may be something I'm not thinking of, but let's go for it. Plus this gives me the option to kill like a Pestermind or something next turn. The other line, I suppose, is to double crime and keep myself on 2 lands, which not super excited about. So now do I discard the land or a rack? I'm leaning toward a rack. Yeah, let's go with that. Because I want to double discard next turn to really keep him off the combo. So yeah, we're in good shape. He didn't have all the pieces. And it's definitely possible I can make him sack his creature if he decides to play one. He could very well be holding it now because Lily's on the field and there's not a ton of point in playing it. So I've got him in a good spot. Excellent. I kind of want to discard the bridge and just go nuts here with the crime and double racks, because I don't think he could win if he's at 0 cards. Although, I mean, he can like Pestamite in response, and then next turn theoretically twin if he gets really lucky. I mean, he could top deck the twin any turn, although I can kill his Lily, so here's what we'll do. This is risky, and maybe I'm being a little too crazy, but I'm gonna hope that he discards like a Pestamite or something. I'm probably being too risky here, to be honest. But yeah, so now I'm worried. Yeah, so now he has Deceiver, and then potentially if he top decks Twin, then I just lose. Definitely tap that. Although, I mean, now that he's played the Deceiver, I could theoretically keep the bridge. Theoretically. I actually like the idea of still ditching the bridge, because if he has the twin next turn, he's going to win anyway. And if he doesn't, then I'm just going to make him sack. So I'm playing with fire, so to speak, but that can be fun sometimes. There we go. Sometimes it pays off. Again, was the risk worth it? I don't know. You tell me. So we're definitely taking a pack rat. That is awful. There's a lot of things I can do here. I think Blast is much worse. I'm not sure actually if Rug Twin runs Snapcaster. I assume they do, but maybe not. Either way, because they're running Termagor, this gets a lot worse, so I'm not really inclined to take that in. They are running Grudge. I'm gonna have a quick look actually to see how many Grudges and whatnot they run. Combo, twin. Also, I know this is not the most accurate site, but in terms of just getting like some quick ideas about, I don't know if any of these are Rug. That's annoying. This one doesn't have a sideboard apparently. Neither does this one. You know what? To hell with it. Do I want to take a bridge? Do I want to take out bridge? gonna get kind of crazy. Let's try, we could try extraction. Blast, blight. Another extraction. Do I want to do this? Do I even want Nixithid? Yeah, I don't know. Seems like a sketchy plan. Part of me wants to keep in bridge and just go to 3 extractions. That could be good. That's probably best. I don't know. I'm really interested in anyone's thoughts on the Rogue to Win matchup, frankly. I'm still not 100% sure what to do. So, let's try that and maybe take out something for extraction. Maybe take out a victim for another extraction. Or maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it. We're out of time, so I hope it submitted the right version. Shit, I think I might have ran out of time. Guess we'll find out. Okay, it looks like it's correct, or mostly correct at least. This is a shit hand, obviously. Yeah, no reason to keep that whatsoever. This is interesting. Gonna have to keep it. Okay, this got considerably better, thankfully. We were in very rough shape. Oh, shit. God, I hate this. I hate this. I'm very much inclined toward the Goyf. Yeah. He can dispel, that's interesting. Inclined toward the Goyf because he's screwed on lands right now. I don't think I can afford to have that beat me down for a few turns. Now the question is, do I want to extract that? Maybe he could dispel it, but yeah, I'll probably wait till he doesn't have mana up. I think it could be a good idea to extract it. I tend to be pretty aggressive with my extractions as well, so I don't know. There's pros and cons to that approach, as usual. Shit, so he pulled the second land, got quite lucky. And I would like a third swamp or a mutavault, of course. I highly doubt he's going to pull the 4 lands. Like right now, his route to victory is definitely, you know, Pestermite into Splinter Twin, but I think most likely he's going to leave himself open. Shit! How? Keeps drawing lands. Never mind, take back what I said. He has a very real chance of winning right now, so. Thankfully I pulled this. It's not... Don't know how much it's going to help, but we'll see. Oh, he countered the dispel. Interesting. So let's check again to see what he has in hand. Pestermite, Splinter Twin, Lightning Bolt. So if he draws a land, he wins. Here's a line. I could extract the Misty Rainforest. But I mean, does that really actually matter? Or does it, like, just increase his chances of drawing any other land, you know? Yeah, so I don't think that matters. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem like it matters. I don't know. I'm gonna go with no. If you think that would actually make a difference, I don't know the math on a play like that. Although, I mean, I could extract it on his draw step and potentially... Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to do that? Like, that's such a strange play. But I am in, like, pretty desperate shape right now, so... I think I will. I don't know. I think I will. I guess he'll bolt me. Oh, and then he's gonna get rid of the lily. Shit. But I got another one, so it's not terrible. So I think I will. Like, my thinking is he'll have less lands in the deck, so his chances of drawing a land are lower, right? I assume he has 4 Misties. So... I really need to... And I feel like if I, like, once I get rid of this thing, then my chances are quite a bit higher. Let's try something crazy. Let's extract your Misty Rainforest. Some next level shit. Or maybe some ridiculous, you know, wannabe pro level shit. I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell. Ah, shit. That's the game. Scalding turn. So, I tried. He has... I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot here. I'm curious on the sideboard. He just has the 2 grudges and a nature's claim. So, I don't know. Maybe it's worth keeping a bridge against them. I don't know. That's it. Whew. So that was rough. I think I do like the bridge extraction plan, maybe. Let's pull up a screenshot of his deck. Another reason to extraction. You get to see his deck before game 2. Although then I show him that I have extraction, but Hunt Master is a charm. So he has 2 grudges and 1 nature's claim. So that's, you know, 3 out of 70 or 60 chance of. And I got the 2 extractions to counter the grudges, so I feel like this is probably optimal. It seems right. Yeah, it seems right. I might go to 61 cards, actually. Kind of want to do that. Should I do that? Let's do it. It's getting a little crazy. Sometimes it's correct to go to 61. I don't know if I need 3 extraction, but... Very nice. Very, very nice. my primer, I suppose. Oh, shit. Snap Visions is pretty rough, but wait, shit. I can, okay, the clear play seems to me to be, Tarmogoyf, extract Tarmogoyf. And then the rest of the stuff I should be able to deal with. And I kind of want to do it now, because he might have Dispel. Goyf. Extracting Snapcaster is tempting too. And of course Pestermite, but yeah. How many Dispels did he have? Just the one, I think. Yeah, I think I'll do it now. Oh no, wait, he doesn't have mana. What the hell am I thinking? So let's do that. This is a sweet little play. Did I really get another one? Great. Yeah, he liked that. Even he was entertained. Love this card sometimes. Let's just double check. Like he might have changed the sideboard up a bit. Cryptic Command. Still the 2 grudges and 1 claim, of course. Ooh, he's got lots of good action. He doesn't have Karanos though. Fucking hate that card. Engineer Explosives, that's nasty. And now I should be able to do a lot of damage to his hand. Well, enough damage. Let's see what he has left. He has, well, Snap's gone, thank God. Let's see, he has, get back here. Oh, that was his second Misty, and he cast the Visions. So he has a Pestermite and 2 mystery cards, I think. Oh, shit. Hands like this are so awkward. Pestermite and 2 mystery cards. So what I'm worried about is he has 2 mana up. I'm worried about Negate and Remand. So he has 3 of those in the deck. And is a Charm. So 4. So he has 4 out of 47 cards. That could hurt me. So Bridge seems, yeah, Bridge is the clear winner here. The clear choice. So I'm feeling quite good right now. He didn't counter that. Unless I mean, he might have a counterspell and a grudge or something, so he could be saving the counterspell. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Ooh, I hate that card. Excuse me. Just, if they see 1 grudge, it basically puts you out of the game, you know? So, I don't know. Because you're not going to see more than 2, almost always. And even if you do, you're probably not going to want to see more than 2, so... There's Pestermite. Am I pissing him off? I think I'm pissing him off. He has a grudge. You can't say too much. Come on. You come on. So he has... Yeah, so he can't combo next turn no matter what. It's a good thing Splinter Twin costs 4. I imagine they made that decision very carefully. It's not like we call it a 2-card combo, but it's really kind of a 3-card in that you need the other land. Shit. Now he's at 2. Should have tapped the land. Let's see, do I want to kill it? He can't. What I want is an answer for this so that she doesn't have to die. Oops. Shit. Ugh. Fucking fuck. Misplayed. I was thinking about 2 things at once. Maybe I should -2. I have this loop, but I can't... I mean, I need a win con before I can do the loop, you know? So... whatever. Yeah, I misplayed that. So this is gonna die anyway, so I think I should have just -2'd it. Especially with the Dackmore loop. I was hoping like to draw, I don't know, a victim or a bridge and then be able to keep my Lily alive, but I think that was being greedy. Because now, you know, I don't have the option to kill either of these. I mean, not like it mattered. He drew another combo piece, so... Serum Visions is great right now. Top, that's extremely bad. That makes me pray for a bridge. He doesn't necessarily have what he needs, but he probably has most of it. So I don't think I can just go in on this loop. It's tempting though. I totally have him on a clock. But the fact that he went top makes me not want to. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to. I think I play the Inquisition because if I drop bridge, also he might have counterspell, and yeah, I think I can't afford to fuck around and trying to make this better, so let's do it. Come on. This is much harder than the, Romancy. Imagine now he draws land, then Splinter Twin. And then I try to draw my bridge and he romance it, and, there's no point in him casting that, so that was the right play. Sometimes it's, if you have a free mana open, it's correct to play the remand. Oh, another, I thought he might have had another Visions. Bottom, that's good. We do have a shot. I still don't know if I can afford to Dakmor Loop. Should I? Bottom. He put him on top, so he wants one of these cards. So that's a reason to Dakmor. I think I'm going to, but I mean, the only thing that helps me right now is bridge. That would be excellent, but anything else I would draw would be bad. So, well, not, I mean, like I would have to draw 2 removal spells or removal on Lily, so I don't know. Maybe this is incorrect, but I'm going for the Dakmor Loop. Excellent, so get rid of a land, which is effectively a combo piece right now. So that's good, and he put his 2 cards on bottom, so we are in good position to win. Very good, actually. What he needs right now is... I'm so idiot, he says. What he needs right now is a land, and then a Splinter Twin. I want to see what he means. Running low on time, shit. We might just time out even if I win. I deserve to die. He has a flair for the dramatic. I don't know why I didn't play the land. Ugh. Yeah, so I should have lost. Now he's on tilt, so I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but also good work to my advantage in game 3. I need to beat him in 5 minutes though, so that's worrisome. I didn't realize how long I was taking. Excuse me. Misplaying is, well, on Magic Online you don't have to worry about just misplaying, you also have to worry about misclicking, which you could argue is a form of misplaying, but anyway, yeah, you have more to worry about. Misclicking is a very real issue. Little tip, never press F6 on your opponent's turn 1. If you do it at the exact right time, you'll skip your first turn. So never do that. It's happened to me once or twice, and it happens to opponents every now and then. Basically, if you F6 at the same time, like you and them, and then yeah, yours registers like just after, or like a split second after or something, and yeah. I'm imagining that he's like taking his keyboard and smashing it right now. So stupid, stupid, stupid. I'm trying to make him feel better, but it might just be making him feel worse. I know how it can be when you're on tilt like that. I wonder if he's so on tilt that he thinks it's game 3. Just concede, dude. He's probably throwing all of his cards away, all of his paper collection, lighting them on fire, selling his Magic Online collection, writing an angry letter to Wizards of the Coast. It kind of sucks for me too, because I feel like, you know, if I'm supposed to lose, then I should just lose. But on the other hand, I mean, it helps compensate for all the like misplays like that I've made in my time. So there's nothing he can do right now. And if hypothetically he could win on this turn, I could act in response. So there you go. Oh shit! It was game 3. That's why he was tilting so hard. I could have sworn it was game 2. I lose track of these sorts of things. I think a lot of players do. You know what round it is, what game it is. Yeah, so that's great. I thought I was gonna probably lose against Twin in game 3, but apparently that was game 3. Yeah, so I'm still not sure what to do against Ruck Twin. It's tough. It does make me want to take a bridge. Just thinking of what the plan would be. I guess 2 Blight, 2 Dark Blast, 2 Extraction. Kind of like the Affinity approach. I kind of like that. Dark Blast really does kind of annoy me. They have Goyf, they have Deceiver, so... but they do have Snapcaster, but Snapcaster we often don't care about. So it's kind of like 2 out of the 3 creatures are not hit by Dark Blast, so that makes me want to not board it, but... it's probably worth it. So... yeah, I'll probably try that next time. Next time I go up against Ruck Twin, maybe in round 4. Let me know what you guys think about sideboarding plans against them. Yep. Alright, see you in round 4. Hopefully we can secure another 3-1. That would be that would make me 4-4 for tournament wins. Alright, next round coming up.